hello, everyone. It is your girl Nicole coming at you one more time. But for those of you who do not know what platform we are on Motivational Talk Dialogue and Show. And I have a special guest today. We have Miss Miriam Jackson. We travel with MJ. Hey,
Hey,
Miriam, how you
how
doing?
you doing? Jinx.
I do it, girl. I do it. I'm a doing. So we're gonna be we traveling today. We traveling.
We traveling
But
today.
before we start talking about that, I want to go ahead and put this out there. If you have not taken advantage of the $25 opportunity that we have with becoming an author, I need you to go ahead, run over there, sign up so that you can get the author coaching course, the 12 month author coaching course for $25 because Boss Baby Blog and AL Publishing and Consulting has came together and we're doing a scholarship. We're taking the fees off and all you pay is $25. So this is a wonderful opportunity for someone to go ahead and write their book. You have no excuses at $25 and we only have 5 spots left. So let's go ahead and take advantage of that. But I'm gonna roll on over here and we're gonna go and get into this traveling because traveling got some stuff going on and we need to know because before I tippy toe out the door, we need to know.
We need to
So
know.
MJ, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about travel with MJ since that's what we're talking about today.
Well, good afternoon. For those of you who might be new to me and my face, my name is Miriam Jackson. A little bit more about me before I go into my business. I am a college English professor by weekday, food service worker by weekend, and all around just tired. Okay, so if you are if you are one of those hardworking business people, because we have some businessmen too, hardworking
Yes.
businessmen who are tired, trust me, I understand the struggle. A little bit about me. Oh man, where do I want to go with this? Well, first, I was not originally born in the South. I am what they would call a Yankee.
Ooh, what?
I'm a Yankee. I'm a
What?
Yankee. hmm
No, don't
I
say
was
that.
actually born in New Jersey. Um, I was born and raised in New Jersey until I turned about 13. And then that's when I made my move to the South. Made my move to the South in what we called it elementary school, when I believe it was middle school for the South, I think. Something like that. Or going into middle school. Let me put it that way, going into middle school in the South.
Okay.
Um, what else about me? So I also am one of 8 siblings. I am in the middle-ish of 8 siblings. Um, all of my siblings are grown adults. So my mom does not have any more children, but of course my mom still has children. Also, unfortunately, my mom is no longer with us. But we're not gonna make this a sad day. This is not it's not what we're here for. But it's just a little bit about who I am and kind of a little bit more about my background, because I'm not sure what I have said on this platform. I've been on this platform a couple of times, and I have to
Hmm.
remember I can't keep telling the same information over and over and over. So I got to find something new and refresh the audience with. Oh, but I do want to throw out this little fun fact for those who might be watching this. I'm a lefty. So if you're a
Yes, she
left-handed person,
is. Yes, she
shout
is.
out to you, left-handed person. Shout out to you. And if you're not a left-handed person, shout out to you as well, because it's okay. It is a-okay. But that's just a
All
little
right.
bit. That's just a little bit about me outside of the business.
Well. I did learn something new. I did not know that you was not originally from the South.
Yeah,
So
no.
that's my first time actually hearing that. So
Really?
you did put something out and I be listening.
You be
I be
paying
listening.
attention, so that
I
means
be
I didn't put
paying
that out
attention.
there that often.
I don't know how I missed that one. It must It must have been said on one of them occasions when I wasn't around, cause she liked to pop up questions on her stuff that she be giving away, and then if you don't be knowing the answers, then you be missing out. So I be trying to listen whenever she talk, cause I know I'ma hear it again when she do
Yeah.
her
Wait, so
giveaway.
you missed the last two truths in a lie game, didn't you?
I did,
Oh yeah,
I did,
you missed a
I
good.
did,
You missed a
I
good.
missed.
Um,
Yeah,
well, we gonna
and
throw
when
it.
I did see it,
You saw the live.
I yeah, I saw the live of it.
So you
Yeah.
already know what the lie is. Okay.
Um, so I was like, oh, okay. So this how she coming. Okay, all right.
Mm. All right now.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna need you to open your eyes back up.
yeah, I was a little distracted, but I'm getting back focused. We're
That's
getting back
okay.
into
You know,
things. Um,
life be
motivational
life.
talk is coming back on a regular, so we are
Good.
actually doing some stuff, getting some stuff situ, situated. I changed up how some of the things are that we're doing. You can go in and make your appointments now, and they can be approved or declined, being if they're not available slot. So that's something new to the platform as well.
That is new.
Um,
I can appreciate that because your time is just as important and just as valuable as ours. And just because you gave us the platform, we still have to be able to meet when it's mutually available to the both of us. It's not just about, oh, I want to be on here because I want to shoot.
yeah,
Let's act like we
and
have some sense now. This is a nice free platform. And if I remember correctly, remind me,
hmm
it ain't completely free.
it's
There's
not
certain
free.
access.
It's not certain things are not free
Okay,
anymore.
that's what I thought.
Not
'Cause
for
I
people.
try, like you, I try to
I
stay up on who I need to stay up on, and the changes and the cost increases that has come. I try. Sometimes
yeah.
I slack, but I try.
And
I
some
try.
people are grandfathered in. Some people have purchased so that they would have a longer term time on the show.
Mhm.
But everything is not free anymore because some of the things come in with extra kicks
Yeah.
and some extra bells, some extra whistles. So to put all of that stuff in motion, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes money, it takes more than just having a simple conversation with the person that you're interviewing.
Right.
And one thing that I wanted to do in this year, in this season, was I want to take it from being basically kind of ordinary and like all the other platforms, and we're going with that look, that feel of legacy. So we're moving into that more elaborate space. MJ has already taken advantage of the opportunity to be on the show more than 10 minutes. So, if you take advantage of the opportunities, you get the opportunities. So, you might want to talk a little bit more about your business, but you decided to do the free op, and that's for 10 minutes flat. So, we have to know what we're doing and be mindful that, okay, I might have to pay a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. So, you know, I'm not just trying to take your money for to make some money, put some money in my pocket. It makes sense to do the things that we're doing.
Right.
And with everything that's going on, it's always a reason and a purpose behind it. But
Absolutely.
enough about us over here. I'm trying to find out about this traveling because I've been hearing some things.
Now what you
And
hear? Now what?
I've been discouraged already because um Spirit done went and took my free bag, so I'm already mad. I'm already upset about that.
Spirit.
Not Spirit, not Spirit. I take that back. It's not Spirit.
As I say,
Southwest,
spirit became a spirit.
South, South, and that's why it's in the top of my head.
Spirit.
Southwest.
Spirit
Southwest
be killing us.
when it took my bag, and I'm mad because that was my travel go to
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can have that extra bag.
You know,
But
a lot
yeah,
of people,
spirit is definitely a spirit.
spirit's a
It
spirit.
is a spirit.
Southwest took your. Oh, so let me hear you. Let me make sure I hear you properly.
Yeah,
Spirit became a
Southwest
spirit.
took the bag.
Spirit became a spirit. Southwest took your free bags. Um,
Southwest took the free bag. Delta out there doing a little changes too.
Delta's actually
Um,
made a couple of changes too. We gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
I take that back. I've flown Delta once in my
Mm.
whole life.
See,
Like I say, I was always on Spirit, not Spirit,
Southwest.
Lord, Southwest. I have been on Spirit once. I have been on American Airlines once. So I'm not being biased when I was flying with Southwest. I gave other people opportunities.
But in all
That was
honesty,
just,
though,
but now since the playing field is a little more
it was
even,
2 free check bags from Southwest. You couldn't beat that. You couldn't beat that. I don't
cause,
know. I know
'cause
why they did it, but I don't know why they
you
did
could have your, yeah, I know why too.
it. Yeah,
You can
yeah.
have your purse, you can have your carry on, and then you can have the bag of the bag. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm. You didn't need to
yeah,
pay for anything else with Southwest. You were done with in
it
terms of
was
bags.
done.
You were done.
Right.
But yeah, I understand why they did it business wise. I understand. Travel advisor wise, I also understand. Person wise, sad to say, I'm gonna say this, and this might shock you. I've never flown on Southwest.
Really,
Mm.
I am shocked. I'm
Well,
making a note in it, but I'm shocked.
you writing that down for my 2 truths and a lie?
Writing it down. Yeah, all that part.
Um, Shockingly enough, I've never flown Southwest. And the reason why I've never flown Southwest is because I can't get jiggy with the you get to choose your own. I'm one of those. I like to know I'm going to be sitting in 15A, which is the window. I like to
Oh,
know where I am going to be sat, and I don't like the hassle of beating people to a seat because I just rather not. So I
and see, I didn't do that. I just did it was whatever you could do when you're, and I forgot what it is because it's been a while since I've flown because these planes been
mm,
falling out the sky, so I ain't been on none. Um, you used to could do something, and I forgot what it is, where you can get on the plane first.
oh yeah.
Southwest had where you could get on the plane first, and you had the opportunity to basically pick your seat before anybody else got on there because they went in like A, B, C. So
Hmm.
that's how you would get on it. And I would always make sure that if I was on that flight, I was in A
Got
and A, whatever number for the get on early so I can kind of pick my seat.
yeah.
Um, so they did have that opportunity where you can kind of maneuver with that.
Yeah.
And now they don't have that option anymore. They assign seats now.
They assign seats
From
now.
what I from what I heard, which I have
Yeah.
not been on a plane that assigned seats in a long time. So, um, I don't know. I guess once I start flying again in 2028, um, please stop. But you know what I mean.
I was
But
gonna ask that question off camera. I wasn't gonna get you on camera. I was gonna let you have it, okay? I was gonna let you be okay. But
I came
yes,
with you.
Southwest has made
I
some
came with
changes.
you. Yeah.
Delta has made some changes. Overall, the airline industry has made some changes. Let's talk about some of them. The biggest one that Delta has done right now is the no snacks and beverage services for flights less than 350 miles for economy and comfort plus customers. Yes. As of
Wow.
it hasn't gone into effect yet, but it is going into effect soon. Actually about mid-month here. So about in the
Oh,
next, let's see, probably in the next 2 weeks. Let's just say the next 2 weeks. If you have been flying Delta and you have gotten used to the Biscoff cookies and the ginger ale on your short flights, you're gonna have to pack your own snacks or go without. Because if you are on a
Well,
flight,
you ain't packing no ginger ale, that's for sure.
you have to get it once you get past security. You have to get out of TSA first
Exactly.
and then get your ginger ale. Don't come into the airport with no ginger ale. Don't you do it. Don't do it. Don't
It's
do it.
going in the garbage.
Baby, I made that mistake. I bought a Mountain Dew through TSA. The lady said the Mountain Dew can't go through. I said, okay, well, I just planned on drinking it while I was sitting in the airport. She was like, so we would have to take you outside, escort you outside. You will have to drink it and then come back through the check-in process. No.
No, not
And at
doing
that
that.
point, because I have TSA pre-check, I was in the fast line. It didn't take me 5 minutes to get through the TSA line. No, ma'am, you can throw that Mountain Dew away. I will get me some Starbucks. I'm good.
I know that's right.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
not doing it. Not doing it.
right,
Nope.
right.
But yes, if you are flying less than 350 miles, so if you're flying more than 350, you'll still get your snack and your drink and your beverage. But if you're flying less than 350 and you're not in first class, it's getting cut out. Um, Also, all around, a lot of the airlines, I know Delta is one of them. Um, I want to say Southwest might be another one, but I'm not sure on Southwest. I know Delta for sure. And the reason why I know so much more about Delta is because my regional airport only flies Delta. So
Yeah.
makes sense for me to know that. But I know there's been a lot of talk about bag fees, check bag fees. Check bag fees have gone up.
Mhm.
Where they were once, I want to say when they were once $35. It varies. I did write an email about this. So if you are subscribed to the Travel with MJ email list, you saw that. We did talk about that because I want to keep my clients informed because they might be checking a bag. And last month it was, it was $35 or it was $25. Not anymore.
Right, right.
Not anymore.
And that's one of the things that I mean, we're just in the times where things are going up anyway.
Yeah.
So I get that, the cost of everything else is going up. So of course, um, the accommodations are gonna go up, they're gonna change. And we
Hmm.
just have to basically live with the changes because what can you pretty much do? Either you gonna get on the plane and go by what they have, or you're gonna drive, get on the bus, take the Amtrak. The Amtrak don't go everywhere, bus don't go
Yeah.
everywhere.
Either way,
So
you're still governed by rules. You're still governed by
that
standards and
part,
expectations. So it doesn't matter which method of travel you use,
you
there's still
still got
rules.
to, you
You
still
still
gonna
gotta
listen
abide
to
by,
somebody. You still
or
gonna
you'll be
listen to.
banned.
So definitely need to make sure that we are taking these things into consideration when you're getting ready to travel, when you're getting ready to fly, when you're doing trips. Um, I know that especially coming into 2027, I will be using Travel with MJ for a lot of my services because we have a conference coming up in April, and some of my people that will be presenting are out of state. So I want to know these things because I don't want to put my people coming to participate in the conference on a flight and they're thinking, hey, we're going to get XYZ and you're not. And
Right.
one thing I do know about Travel with MJ is you know everything up front. If she know, you know. And that's what I need for my clients when they're coming in. They know what they're getting. She's gonna take care of the flight, she's gonna take care of the hotel, she's gonna take if they need a car when they get here, that can be taken care of. And all I have to do is tell her what I need and send her the money for to take care of it. I don't have to be looking for no flight. I don't have to be looking for which one got the cheapest deal. I don't have the time, and if I had the time, I don't have the patience. So I'm just gonna be real. Everything is not for everybody, and this is not my era. It's not my era of expertise. It's not my era of comfort. It's okay if you gotta, you have to do it for yourself every now and then, that's fine. But when you're doing something for, especially like I say, I got a 3-day conference coming, my focal is not gonna be needing to be whether my people are getting here correctly. I
Right.
need to be able to tell um that person, look, hey, and I can tell MJ, hey, this is what I want, because I know that she's the one that's gonna be handling it. This is what I want. This is what I need, and boom, bam. You know. And it seems like every time I have tried to get some stuff in place for me to get out of Dodge, it has fallen through. But that's only mean that God has something bigger in plan and in
Hmm.
store.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to the bigger and the better. And right now, I'm not getting on nobody airplane. And as of the other day, when I hear about this contaminated ship, I'm back to not getting on the boat, because
Well,
I
I
had
think
been
that
tippy
ship was
toed I had been tippy toeing out there for the opportunity to go, but I think I'm gonna push it back to 2028 too.
I
So
think that ship was I did see that, but I also do want to say I think that ship was not in the United States. Granted,
it, yeah, it wasn't.
I understand I understand the fear. I do. I understand the thoughts, I understand the fear. As of right now, there has only been a certain amount of people. I'm not sure the exact number, so I don't want to quote a number. But it's a small number right now. And while I completely get it and respect whatever you decide, I just want to I have to. It's the responsibility of me as a travel advisor. I have to be a little bit more. I got to be responsible. You know that in anything that you do, there's going to be some risk. There's some
Yeah,
potential risk to getting sick, whether you fly, whether you get on the bus, whether you're on the train, whether you're on a cruise. Now, while
right.
we don't want that to happen, that is something that can happen. Okay, let's just be
Yeah,
honest about it for a moment. This is not fear mongering. This is MJ telling you the truth. Okay. Now, as more of this develop, if it develops, because right now it's just very random to me that it came out like this. I don't know what happened, but what I will say
yeah.
is, when I know, you know.
And it will be in her Travel with MJ community,
It will be in the
and
community. It will be in
we
the
will
email
know
list.
what's going on.
We will know because
And
I'm not in the business to get anybody sick.
yeah,
So if something is going on that I need for not only my clients, but for those who I serve, because let's be honest, my travel community, my email list, I have clients, I have people that I have not served in a client advisor capacity. But I know that they are reading the emails and they are taking that information back to whomever they are using for their travel services, even if they're booking independently. So I have to make
right.
sure that whatever I'm putting out there is number one, factual, number two, real,
Yeah,
and number
yes,
three, relatable.
definitely. And it is all of that.
Like I say, I
And
have to be. Some people, I did see a post where somebody said that the people who was from Georgia was from Thomasville, Georgia. That's not been confirmed. So already people are spewing out false information. And as a travel advisor, I have to say, hey, that's not true.
hmm,
That's not true. That's not what happened. That's not what's going on. Here's the actual story from a source, not from
that's
Betsy down the road,
reliable for it.
from a reliable source and not from Betsy down the street.
I bet.
My apologies if your name is Betsy and you feel some type of way. Betsy down the street don't have all the information because Betsy from down the street don't even have a TV, don't have a clock radio, don't have one of them hurricane radios. How she know something? Tell Betsy to go sit down.
Because
Anywho,
she thought she heard,
she heard.
and
She heard from her
and now
friend. She heard from
and
her
now
friend
she don't want to
Bonquiqui.
put it out there to everybody that she see.
Mhm. Betsy heard from
You
Bum
know,
Quickly. Yeah.
yeah. And that's one thing that I do appreciate. when we are in the community, we definitely have fun in the community. And if y'all have been paying attention, I am on a 5, 6 week streak of being one of her top fans. Um,
Yes, I saw
and
that.
I know that it's longer than that, but some people just probably beat me out a little bit on some
Probably.
of them times. But I all up in there because it's it's fun. The questions are entertaining. It makes you think. It makes you enjoy yourself. So if you're not in the Travel with MJ community, then I suggest that you try to get over there. If you're not on her email list, that's another opportunity for you to get information as well. And I have to ask this, and I ask this every time you come on the show. When we blitzing,
We blitzing now.
we are.
Yeah, tomorrow's the last day. You
How I
slipping.
miss that? I
I
I've
think,
been. I'm not gonna sit here and tell a tale. I'm not gonna tell a tale. I
yeah,
have I have been on
yeah, we've been
assignment.
blitzing since the end of April, man.
I figured it was April, but I have
Yeah,
been on assignment. I have been on assignment,
I understand.
and
I understand. But
people been putting me on platforms that I don't like.
I
So
do
I've been
also
trying
want
to
to
I've
be
been trying to
transparent.
focus.
Right.
I've been trying to stay focused a little bit. So
I do want to be transparent. I don't think all of that is just being on assignment. I do think that we're going to have to switch our email provider because the email platform that I'm using, I like it, but I'm thinking what it is that it's not delivering the way I wanted to deliver. And
um,
I'm not sure what it is, but
because I remember I did see one email because I check my emails every day. I
yeah,
did see one email about that it was coming, but then I didn't see anything else.
yeah.
And
I think I'm gonna
normally,
I think I'm gonna have to
normally
swap
it's
platform.
like boom, 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 and
Yeah,
I be over here getting fussed at. Did you read it? Because it said it's not coming out of New Orleans, and I be like, yes, ma'am.
mhm.
It was just so pretty, and just
I I have I have done that, and we'll do it again.
yeah,
We'll do it again.
because I get caught up in the picture, and I'm not
Mhm.
gonna sit here and tell a story. I will get caught up in the picture. I don't read how much it costs. I don't read what it is, and then I'll send her a message, girl, and she'd be like, go back and read it. Go back and read it. And then I'd be like, oh, you know what? Never mind. Okay, keep
Yeah,
on.
because
Yeah,
that cruise was going out of Florida,
yeah, it was, but it was so beautiful.
but it was
Oh my
pretty.
God, it was pretty.
The pictures were
Yeah.
pretty.
The pictures were pretty, and I ain't see nothing but the pictures.
Hey,
I was all up in the pictures.
look, I'll take the
Didn't
fact that you saw the pictures. I still need you to read them.
I know?
But yes, we are actually tomorrow is our last email from the 10-day travel blitz. Let me tell you what we've been doing though. We had a couple of Chris Brown and Usher concert opportunities. We had some cruises. We had an all inclusive. I think tomorrow's is
I
going to
miss
be.
Chris Brown and Usher. Oh my God.
Oh no, you still got plenty of time. I think they'll also be in New Orleans
November.
sometime soon.
Yeah, it's in November here.
That's like
Yeah.
the one I did in the Blitz was for Atlanta, and I think I did one for Tennessee. So
Oh,
yes. We had cruises in there. I think tomorrow's is gonna be a theme park.
oh, ooh,
Hmm.
la 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 la.
I have to look at.
Yeah, but I'm going to look at all of them, right?
I know
Oh,
it.
okay.
I know, and I didn't put no pictures in there because I need you to read.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll resume with the pretty pictures in the next blitz. Now, if you're wondering when the next blitz will be, it will be at the end of July. Email list subscribers, and this is just going back to the email list. Email list subscribers have first dibs to tell me any type of vacations, any type of things that they are looking for. They are able to schedule a blitz consultation with me, which is a
Mm-hmm.
complimentary
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
20-minute session where we talk about what you're looking for. Now, we don't go into specifics in the Blitz consultation. We don't go into budgets. We don't go into anything specific. We're looking for, I'm going here this date. Let me know what you can find.
That part.
Okay. Now, if you want something a little bit more customized, you want to go on over to the personalized research experience. That's where we get to talk about everything specific to you. Also, I do want to note with the Blitz consultation, that information is used for the Travel Blitz. So if you schedule a 20-minute consultation and you're expecting a 30-minute consultation, you booked the wrong service.
That part.
Okay, you booked the wrong service. Now, over in the personalized research experience, we get to talk about specifics. Hey, how can we make this trip even better for you? Well, MJ, my mom's 60th birthday is coming up, and we're planning this trip for her 60th birthday. Okay, great. Tell me a little bit more about your mom. Well, my mom is a social butterfly. She's a cruise veteran. She has loyalty rewards with everybody. I need to put a pin into that one because some news just came out about Carnival, and I need to put that out there too. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Not this time. Carnival's been in the news, but that's not it. That's not it. We get to look into that.
They've been in that wall.
They've been in there, but we get to look at that in the complimentary research. I'm sorry, in the personalized research experience. Now, the personalized experience fees. That's where you will have to. My expertise is expensive, not really, but it is expensive. Okay, only because that's where we put in time. That's where I'm putting in, my expertise on. Hey, I don't think you should really try to go to that place. That place has had ABC, XYZ going on, and I don't think that's going to be a good fit for you. I can probably find it within your budget, but I don't think you'll be happy with it within your budget. I think we need to try somewhere else.
That part.
Or, yeah, we can do that. We can take care of that for you. Absolutely. So let's talk about the pricing for a moment. So for the personalized research experience, for 1 to 5 people is going to be $50. For 6 to 10 people is going to be $100. For 11 to 20 people is going to be $200. And after 21 people, we would have to schedule a consultation. I mean, you have to schedule one anyway, but you'll have to schedule one, especially for a big group, 21 people and more. Now, back to Carnival. If you are a Carnival enthusiast, let me say enthusiast.
Huh?
Okay. Carnival has recently updated their privacy protections, and you're going to have to opt into their rewards program again. If you have already opted into the rewards program before, you will have to do it again because of the way they have changed their privacy settings. Okay. Now, you don't have to do it now, but you probably should do it now because it's going to be fresh on your brain. But if you do not opt in before September, and I'm going to say September 1st, just to be safe, if you do not opt in, you lose your loyalty. Okay. Carnival, yes, Carnival has sent out emails. I cannot put out an email about, I can put out an email about the general information, but I cannot put out a specific email because those emails that Carnival has sent out is specific to your VIFP number.
Okay.
So there's not going to be a generic, oh, you need to do this. Well, there will be from Travel with MJ, but you will need to look into your email for that specific email. Okay. Because it's going to have your name, it's going to have your VIFP number, and it's going to ask you to opt into the rewards. If you do not opt in before September 1st, whatever loyalty you had prior to, you will lose.
All right. So make sure y'all getting in there and get them loyalty points.
Listen, if you are loyal to Carnival, please go when you receive that email. Actually, I've received that email. It might be in your inbox today. I've received that email. Please make sure that you go and you opt into Carnival's new reward system because after September, it's almost like you are a stranger to Carnival.
Oh, wow.
Okay. They have changed the way they have structured their loyalty. Instead of how many sailings you have taken with them, they're now going to be based on the amount of money you have spent with them. So that $200 cruise might not get you as much loyalty as somebody who might have spent $2,000.
Okay.
Don't matter if you had 15 cruises, 20 cruises, 80 cruises, it's going to be based on your monetary spending with Carnival. So be mindful. Be mindful. Okay. Just be
I guess
mindful.
my question would be like, I have not cruised with any cruise line.
Mhm.
So would it be beneficial for me to sign up with a different cruise lines, or do I need to put my focal on a cruise line that I might think that I'm more prone to use in the future, and
That's a good
then sign
question.
up with them?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, it really doesn't matter because if you ever sign up for a cruise, like you actually go on the cruise, you will be assigned a loyalty number when you get on board anyway. So it doesn't matter about before you get on board, but if you find that you like a cruise line better than the rest, I know some people who are loyal to Royal Caribbean. Me personally, I like MSC. Okay. Um, some people are loyal to Carnival. You definitely want to make sure that you spend your money with that cruise line if you really like it, because then that's when you start getting the offers of, hey, this will come. Or if you are a gambler, you might not be, you might start seeing casino offers. Casino offers is a great way to get on the ship affordably.
Okay.
Okay. If you are a gambler, first of all, gamble responsibly. But
That part.
once you have started using the casino and they're tracking how much money you have spent in the casino, you may get a casino offer. That casino offer could be for ooh, so many different sailings, a particular room on that sailing, um, and it might be a reduced deposit, or it might be, any type of thing. Just say, hey, thank you for, spending money in our casino, and thank you for your loyalty. But I would definitely recommend anybody who has never been aboard a cruise to find one that they like. Some people look at price points. Some people look at the different experiences. Some people look at the private islands. Me, I'm a private island girl. I want to see what these private islands are gonna look like. So that's just me. But some people may want flexibility in, what they can bring on board. I know that there are some cruise lines who are very strict on what you can bring on board, i.e., nothing but your clothing.
Mm,
Okay. Um, let's
right.
see. Who is one that I know for sure is strict on what you can bring on board? Ooh, let's see. I want to say MSC is strict on what you can bring on board versus a carnival where you can bring a 12 pack of soda, for the adult in the room, a bottle of wine. You can bring stuff on board a carnival ship. Some other cruise lines may not allow you to do that, so you have to factor that in when you are choosing a cruise line. But it doesn't matter in terms of the rewards, because you're going to be assigned a rewards number, a loyalty number with any cruise line that you do, because that's just what they do. Um,
Okay.
and that's how they keep track of you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And what about people that, with all the changes with the flights, do they need to do that as well? Because I know some people have never flown, and I've flown, so I do have my miles with Southwest. Um,
I
but some of
ooh,
the other ones, I only, like I said, I only flew on them once. So if I was to fly on them, because right now it's open game for everybody because I don't have my free bag, so it's open season for everybody. So I
well,
only like them because of that.
yeah,
So I might actually like another airline now that it's open game.
yeah,
So and Delta wasn't bad, but I just found it. Um, I had more opportunities to sit in first class in Southwest since I
yeah.
had flown with him so many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and it didn't cost an arm and three legs. So,
Not
that
three.
was something that I liked as well.
Um,
But
now the airlines and the hotels, I would recommend you choose one that you like and try to stick with them as much as you can. The reason why I say that is like was said, you might have the opportunity to fly in first class. You might be able to get a seat upgrade because you are loyal to that airline.
yeah,
Now they don't always assign you a loyalty number with the airlines, or the
right,
hotels like they do the cruise lines. But it will be great for you to sign up with a particular hotel brand and a particular airline, because the more that you shop with them, the more you might be prone to, receiving different upgrades, different perks, and all that good stuff. Now, I know that Delta has recently changed how they do their points for um, Delta Sky Miles members, which is their loyalty program. But there are people who are loyal to Delta. You can't get them to fly anywhere else. They got the credit
right,
card, they got the medallion status, they got ABC, XYZ. You can't do no wrong in their eyes when it comes to Delta. So if
right.
you can choose a choose an airline, choose a hotel, I would also say choose a cruise line, although you will probably be opted into the rewards as you get onto their cruise ship because that's part of their terms and conditions.
Yeah.
But choose one and stick with it. I know I had silver elite status with Marriott, because I'm a Marriott girl.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a Marriott girl. Now, do I have rewards, loyalty numbers with different hotel brands? Yes. Do I try to stay with Marriott? Yes. Does Marriott always not always fit the budget? No,
No.
but no,
Yeah,
but
because I have Marriott, um, IHG or IGH or whatever
yeah,
that is.
IHG. I have IHG too. I just
Um,
recently stayed with IHG with the
um,
Holiday Inn when I was out of town a couple of weeks ago. It was nice.
yeah, it
It
is.
it was nice. I would say that I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked. Um I was just happy to be able, and I love Marriott, don't get me wrong, but Marriott was out of the budget. Like like a whole
Yeah,
bill out of
because
budget.
Um, the Marriott that I was looking at that was close in the area as well as the IHG was $200 more.
Yeah. I
And I
was
was like, for the
yeah,
same thing?
I was going to I had a conference in Fort Lauderdale, and the price that I paid for the Holiday Inn, which is IHG, and the price I would have paid for Marriott was about a $600 difference.
Oh wow,
Yeah, that's a whole couple of bills. That's not just one bill.
that's true.
That's a couple of bills, especially when you still had to pay for flights, and you still had to figure out how you were
Everything
gonna
else,
eat when you got there. Yeah,
yeah.
that stuff adds up. But um, I would definitely recommend anybody listening to the sound of my voice go find a brand and try as much as you can to stay loyal to that brand. It's hard sometimes. Don't get me wrong, because like we just sat here and said, Marriott wanted hundreds of dollars more than this other competitor. And for those of us who have to watch our pockets because, money gets funny and change gets strange, you got to go with the most economical option.
Nah, I can't lie. I love me some Four Seasons.
Mm,
Love, 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 love Four Seasons. But Four Seasons is not always in the budget.
no.
Now, when you get the opportunity to get the perks, yeah, Four
Get-
Seasons is in the budget. But if you don't get the perks, then you need to let go on over there to IHG or
mm,
Marriott or um I don't forget what the other one is. Hilton.
Hilton. Hilton is a good one.
Hilton is good. I've done Hilton, Marriott. I got rewards with all of them. Because I've stayed in all of them. So
Hmm.
you just have to. You have to know where you're going and when to use what,
Right.
because sometimes you might have enough rewards where you can stay in the high end because of the fact that you have been utilizing them. So
Hmm.
don't just assume that you can't afford nice places. If you can catch the sales and the perks that they put out there, pay attention to them.
Catch 'em. Absolutely.
Pay
Another
attention to the perks.
um another loyalty thing that I would recommend anybody do if they use this service, rental cars.
Have that too.
Rental cars. I am personally loyal to Enterprise. That's just me. Um,
I have them.
and I will
And
say
I have Avis.
Enterprise. We have an Avis here, and I was about 2 years ago old when I found out where the Avis was here. It's at the airport.
Both of them are.
See, I didn't know that because
Both of them are.
2 years ago, 2 years ago, so 2024 was my first year for actually flying out of here. So I actually learned where the Avis is. I was like, we have an Avis here? Didn't know that. But I am personally I have loyalty with Hertz and Enterprise. Um Enterprise is just a little bit closer to my living situation, and I haven't had any bad services with Enterprise. Like, I've been able to get a car upgrade. I've had enough points. Matter of fact, I need to go check my points to see if I have enough points for a free rental day. Um, but that's just some of the things that you can get when you are loyal to a particular brand. They try to take care of the ones who are loyal to them for a while. They really do.
Exactly.
And it doesn't
They do.
matter across which facet, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a cruise line, whether it's a rental car, whether it's an airline. They really try to, I won't say try, they take care of the ones who are loyal to them. And yeah, while I understand you have to find what's best within your budget, I do. Um, this is where, booking early and being able to pay on your trips will probably benefit a lot of people because you're not stuck with paying all of that out at one time. Now, the way I do things is a little bit more um black and white. There are the afterpays and the Klarnas that you can use to secure a trip, and you pay it off in four. But what happens if you're trying to pay off this trip and then life happens?
Right.
That's one of the biggest things of working with a travel advisor is you're not obligated to make a payment every 2 weeks until it's paid off. You can,
Yeah.
but you're not obligated to. I'm not doing is taking your card information and scheduling you for auto payments. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. We have flexibility over here because life happens. Life happens to me too, y'all. Okay.
Everybody.
Life happens to me
Everybody.
too, y'all. And I pay my trips. I will pay a deposit if I can. If it's last minute, then I would hope that I have enough to be able to pay for it all. But I am a book in advance, pay a deposit, and then pay the rest later, girl. And I'm a
Yeah.
travel advisor.
Right. And that's the best way to do it. I feel like, especially now, as I'm making the business shift,
Yeah.
I know that I'm gonna be traveling more. I know that I'm gonna be doing more. So my focal now is making sure that I can say, "Hey, MJ, can you handle this for me?"
Hmm.
I so I can focus on what I need to focus on. You know, um, when you're growing your business and you're out there and you're trying to do that every day, and then you're trying to be the travel agent, you're trying to be the travel advisor, you're trying to be the rental car service person, you're trying to do all of these things. Go to one person. Let them
Right.
take care of it all.
Right.
You online looking at Enterprise, Hertz, Avis, and whatever these other ones is, because I don't know. Um, and you're looking at hotels and you're trying to see, well, what's the price point of this one and how much this one over here costs, and then you forget. Well, I did I look at this one? It's too much. It is too much. Give it to the person that know what they're doing.
Right.
Give it to the person that know what they're doing. Why wouldn't you?
and,
You
you know,
know, I was listening at one of the commercials one day, and I want to say they were talking about car accidents and how much people try to do that themselves, but they were saying, would you go to the hospital and deliver your own baby or something like that, or would you XYZ? But yet, so many people always try to handle their own accident stuff because I guess they feel like they'll get more money if they
mhm,
don't include the lawyer. Give it to the person they know.
right,
Give it to the person they know. Why wouldn't
right.
you? You know,
I,
so
I look. That's why I pay insurance
mm,
because I heard it. I was listening to a TikTok video. Oh, gotta love TikTok sometimes, and I follow quite a few insurance adjusters. And one of the ladies said something that stuck with me. She said, "Well, when you sign up for insurance, you're giving us the permission to fight on your behalf because I know you don't have $100,000 to replace this person's XYZ. I don't.
that part,
I don't.
that part.
And but going, to bring it back to travel, some people feel like they can do better than a travel advisor. And for those who believe that, I don't disagree with you. Okay. And the reason why I don't disagree with you is because you're not my target.
That part.
Okay. I'm looking for those who are like Nicole. I'm looking for those who trust the expertise of the travel advisor. So that way, Nicole, the motivational speaker, the author coach, can
Yeah.
focus on doing what she does best. I'm looking for those who don't have 40 hours to sit and research a trip. I'm looking for those who don't have the time because they have to continue to be mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, um, student, friend,
Everything else.
everything else besides.
And mm,
I'm
that's
I'm looking for those who might be doing a group trip, but you don't trust your cousin with your credit card information.
like they say, clock it.
Clock it. Who don't trust their cousin with the credit card information, or who don't trust that their cousin is gonna come through on their half of the trip. Clock it,
That part.
and that way you don't have to
Ooh,
worry about being the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy. Hey, if you don't pay this money, this trip is going to cancel, and you owe.
thank you.
Hey, you owe this amount of money on your reservation. How are we paying? Are we paying now? Are we paying next week? I don't have the money, unfortunately. Can I get another date? Unfortunately, I can't give you another day. You don't want to be the bad person when it comes to your family and your friends and the people that you love and trust. I don't mind
Because that's what you do.
because that's what I do. I don't mind. That's literally what I'm here for.
Exactly.
Okay. Top 3 reasons why you should use a travel advisor. Number 1, if you're busy. Number 2, if you don't trust your family with your information. And number 3, you want it done and you want it done right.
That part.
God bless. Good night.
That part. That part. So if they're listening to this and they say, okay, maybe I want to give this a shot. I want to get travel advisor services. I want to go ahead and take this chance and try it just once. I never tried it before. I've always been the one that tried to do it myself. How can they get in contact with MJ?
Ooh, I'm so happy you asked that question. We are on, well, the best way to get in contact with us regarding a trip that you would like to have us planned would be to email us info@travelwithmj.net. Okay. That would be the best way for you to get in contact with us regarding that. So that way we can get you set up with a consultation. Or if you don't want to email me, you just want to go to the website and schedule your consultation, you can go to www.travelwithmj.net/services and you'll be able to schedule your consultation there. Okay. Also from there, you'll be able to sign up to our email list. You'll be able to sign up to our passport savings challenge once we get that back up and running. You'll be able to do a lot from www.travelwithmj.net. Now, if we have some old school people who don't want to get on the phone, who don't want to do the computer, who may not want to deal with, this person getting my information, we got a phone. We got a phone. Okay. If you want to reach out to us, I would recommend that you text us first, because this business line does stay, in the office a lot. So if I'm coming in from work and I'm checking messages, it would be great to see a text message first, so that we can schedule a time to sit down and call. You can text us at area code 229-627-4753. We can set up a consultation, and it doesn't have to be over Zoom. We can do a phone consultation if you wish. I am completely available to the clients. So again, just to reiterate, travelwithmj.net, info@travelwithmj.net if you want to email, or area code 229-627-4753.
All right. So you have heard about flying, cruising, rental cars. We have pretty much covered everything. We talked a little bit about hotels, setting up with your stuff that you need to set up with. But before we end, let's talk about why they should do TSA.
Oh, the TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this in 3 sentences. You get to keep your shoes on. You get to keep your belt on.
Okay.
And you don't
That
always
be a lie to some people right there.
listen, and you don't always have to stand in line. Sometimes the TSA pre-check line can get a little hectic depending on how many people are trying to buck the system. But please understand, let me explain this to y'all. Non-TSA pre-check having folk. If you go over there to TSA pre-check and you don't have TSA pre-check on your ticket, they're going to send you back over to general security. I just saw it happen.
Oh, not security.
Oh yeah, they're going to send you back over there to the general TSA line. I literally saw it when I was coming back from Fort Lauderdale. There was a person in front of me in the TSA pre-check line. There was a person in front of me. I think it was her. Not sure. It was 2 people. They didn't have TSA pre-check. And guess what they got? Booted back to general TSA.
Oh, chat.
And the TSA line, the general line, was something serious. I got in and out in about 5 minutes, but that's because I have TSA pre-check. That's on my list to renew next year. And it's not as expensive as one would think. It is $79. I want to say $79, but it's for 5 years. So it's good for 5 years. I spend $79 on. I spend $79 on stuff I really don't need in
less than 5 years.
In less than 5 years. Less than a year, if I'm being completely honest with myself. So if you want to, that would be something you should consider.
So let's see. Since it's May, and I have already asked you the normal question of what would you tell your younger self. So I'm gonna give this a little twist. What is something that you would say to your mother if you had the opportunity?
Oh, well, that's a good one. If I had the opportunity, if my mom was still here with us, I think that I think I would have just told her one more time that I loved her a little bit more than I did. We were rebuilding our relationship. I'll say that. My mom and I were not close when I was coming up. Certain circumstances took her away from me. And, there was some feeling of, well, why wasn't you there when I needed you to be there? And then learning more about, what happened to her as she was younger, it made sense. Also talking to other siblings who have the opportunity to be around her, definitely made me just want to say more that I love her. Um, hmm, because it was definitely, I think we were getting there, and then, you know, and while God does not make mistakes, I still don't understand why, but I also know He doesn't make mistakes. So whatever the reason was for why He took her away from us, as early as He did, you just have to be able to trust into that plan that it was meant to happen. She's now been away from us now almost 3 years. September would be 3 years for me. And there's times where I'm like, I wish just one more time to be able to say, I love you. Or one more time to be able to have her call me on at 12:01 on my birthday. She would have been the first one to call, even if she knew I was asleep. I just wanted to call and tell you happy birthday. It's just those things like that that you remember, once you lose it. So I will wrap all that up to say, if you still are blessed with the opportunity to have your mom, as we are getting ready to celebrate moms this weekend,
Yes.
hold on to your mom a little while longer. Hold on to your mom. Say, I love you, mom. Say, when your mom starts getting older and they start asking you to do errands because they can't do it no more, go run the errands.
Yeah.
Go run the errands. Go
Just
drive
do
your
it.
mama to the grocery store. Go run the errands for your mama. Pick up her medication. Go spend time with your mom. Do what you have to do, because eventually that time will disappear.
And it does.
Okay? That time will is going faster and faster than it has ever gone before, and that time will disappear. If you are blessed to have your mom, especially this weekend, as we go to celebrate mothers, hold on to your mama just a little while,
Exactly.
just a little while
Exactly.
longer.
And I can relate because it made 10 years this year in March that we
Yeah,
lost our mom. And if I had the opportunity to go back and say something, or if I had the opportunity to see her now, I could actually tell her that what she told me is fulfilling itself, because she said it when I was 12. She asked me, did I remember 2 weeks before she passed? And here we are 10 years later, and it's fulfilling itself.
yeah,
So even when I was 12, all those years ago, she saw the calling that God had on my life that I never thought I would see.
right, right.
So when your parents are talking to you, whether you're young, whether you're older, listen, listen. That's the problem that we have as children. Sometimes we just don't listen because we think we know more than the parent. And most of the, I ain't gonna say most of the time, all of the time, for most parents, because I'm not gonna say for all, for most parents, they are putting your best interest up front. So do your
Amen.
best to be the best person that you can be to your parents, because one day you're gonna look up and both of them gone. Because I don't have neither one of mine. So cherish them while they're here, respect them while they're here, because
Hmm.
I see so many disrespectful children. Oh my God. And I just
Just
be
make
wanting
you
to
just.
shake them, slap them, and thump them,
Thump it right in the middle of their forehead. Pop.
and thump them. Because it makes no sense for you to talk to your parents the way you do. And parents, they are not your friend. They're not your friend. You can be friendly, but they're not your friend. And we need to start raising our children instead of trying to put them on the same level as we are, because that's happening way too much.
Mm.
And that's why society looks the way it looks. You know, I was
Listen.
in the store the other day, and this child had to be, I'm gonna say maybe 8 or 9, and told their mother, grandmother, whoever it was, to shut up. First of all, there was 2 words that I did not let my children
Excuse
say
me.
together.
Excuse me.
Shut up.
We got in trouble for saying be quiet. Be quiet was too grown for us. What?
Told them shut. Well, actually, they say, "Well, why don't you shut up?" And I know my head probably went on a swivel because I looked at them like I was about to shake the piss out of myself. And they went tucked behind the person that you just told to be quiet. Oh, you just told them to shut up, but now you run into them because you got to look for me.
You know, it's funny when I'm on, when I'm in different areas with different types of people, especially the children, because I am known to have what the people would call resting face.
Oh,
And I'm also known to have what they call a teacher stare.
oh yeah.
I will watch a kid act up and I'll sit there like this.
Mm.
And that kid will start running towards their parents, and the parents are going to grab their child because they learned in just 2.5 seconds with a look,
Yes,
they need to go sit down somewhere.
that part. That part.
I remember at one time I was in Universal Studios, we were eating. I'm sitting on the side. My best friend and her mom was sitting on the other side. I'm sitting on opposite of them. The eye that I gave this kid, I didn't move. I didn't touch him. I just that kid got scared. And he went to go cry to his mammy.
Baby, you looked at me like that. I done got scared too. Because that looked like, oh, she about to snatch me.
Mm, and that's exactly what was going to happen if I wasn't afraid to lose my job.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, yeah. If I wasn't afraid to lose my job, I would have got up and snatched that kid up. And I'm only 5'2", so he wouldn't have went that far. But just no, boy, you don't sit down somewhere.
I know. And we need more of that because
We
I
do.
remember when the neighborhood helped raise your children.
Oh yeah. Don't go
You
acting up
know,
at your neighbor's house because you got it twice. You actually got it 3 times. You
you
got it
got
from
to
your
three
neighbor.
times.
Mama got you. Once
And your
mama
dad.
came home, or once daddy came home, and mama told daddy what happened, you got it the third time from your daddy.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. I remember those days. But I'm grateful for those days.
Yes.
I'm grateful for those days. So, MJ, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for being my guest tonight.
Thank you.
Um, I'm going to prepare myself for Boss Bay Blog show because I am presenting myself again. I haven't been on in a while, so I will be making my 2026 debut on Boss Bay Blog. I
I will
haven't been.
be
I don't
I
think
will
I've
be
been on there this year. So,
I will be
um,
watching this one this week. I will be watching and I will be actually interviewing next week on the Boss Bay Business Show. So if you
yeah,
are
'cause you usually flip flop them. So
mhm.
yeah,
So I will if you are looking for there's plenty of opportunity out here for people. Let's not go down that rabbit hole because I felt like I was just starting. Let me
yeah, 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 yeah. It's a lot of free platforms. So
only two that I would
and,
recommend though.
well, I actually have three. I have three that I would recommend.
Well, that's good.
And well, I take that back. It's four. I have four that I recommend, which is my own, of course.
Of course.
Boss Bay, Boss Bay Blog, If you have dealt with grief, if you have any knowledge of grief, I recommend Tony Lynch platform. And if you want to tell your story, you've been through some things, you've overcome some things, then I would recommend Brian Snow's show as well. He's changed his show
Mm,
around. His show is really good. Um, so Boss Babe Blog, she's gonna get it out of you. I can
yes.
get it out of you in 10 minutes, or you can take the time and talk about your business like MJ did today for a nice little small fee, and people can really get to know who you are because that's what these platforms are for. That's what they're for. So, MJ, it has been a pleasure as always.
As
But
always.
I'm as always. So I can't wait for the 2 weeks because I have no clue what business we're gonna be talking about. I always ask her when she get on.
You
So,
know, because I don't know either. I
oh, that's why.
don't
Okay,
always
so
know.
now we know.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know either.
Okay.
It just goes by what's on my heart to talk about. And tonight the heart was on travel with MJ. I don't know what next show is gonna be. So I won't put nothing out there yet. Unless I got a plan. I don't have a plan right now.
All righty. So definitely we'll see MJ back in 2 weeks, and we look forward for that. And
Yes.
you have a wonderful evening,
You
and you'll see me on Boss Bay Blog tonight.
yes.
All right. So for y'all lovely folks that have spent the time with us today, we are so appreciative of it. We know that you have gotten plenty of information. You have learned how to travel. You have learned what to tap into, what changes have been made, so you have no excuses when it comes to that. And if you have doubts, go ahead and book you a travel advisor and erase all the doubts. So it's your girl Nicole coming at you one more time. And like I always say, your voice is important. Speak loudly. Bye bye.